Hello everybody. I'm filming this week's blog on Remembrance Sunday, and you can tell that because I'm still in my Scout uniform from going to take all the Cub Scouts and Beavers to church for our annual Remembrance Day parade. So I thought I'd film this in my Scout Cubs uniform. Anyway, today is going to be the piece that I trailed a week or so ago, all my glasses are falling off, about epilepsy and the effect of that on me as somebody with a brain injury. Okay, so what can I say about this? Well, the most difficult thing about the epilepsy has been the fact that I can't work through and do my own hard work to get through it like I could with the physical and cognitive therapy by doing lots of exercises, and I continue to do lots of exercises and I continue to improve. But I can't do that with the epilepsy. It's just a longer term medical experiment, really, trying to find the right drug in the right dosage. And that's taken me and the doctors a long time. I don't know what the average is for this, but given I had my first seizure at the end of February, I only changed to the new drug that I'm on when I started to get more side effects with the other one as I gone up in doses in order to control the seizures. So I'm now on Keppra, for those of you who know about this stuff, who are epileptic, and the other name for it I think is levetiracetam. And I also take some lamotrigine, which is the first one they started on, which always used to annoy me when I used to pop the pills once a week and put it in my dosette box because it had the logo of the old company that I used to work for, GSK, and they made me redundant. So I was very grumpy as I got it out the box and saw GSK logos all over it. It's also known as Lamictal. So yeah, so I'm glad to not have to do so much of that now. And the side effects I was getting, which were dysphagia, which is a swallowing issue, but also my affected hand was clawing up in an uncommanded way, which was very weird when you watch your hand do something that you aren't commanding it to do. It still does it sometimes at night, which is in the evenings, is when I take the biggest dose of it still. So I think that's still having an effect overnight. So sometimes I wake up with some hand pain and arm stiffness if my hand's being clasped up. But that is getting less as I'm going down the doses in general. And obviously that's not the thing now, the primary thing now that's controlling my seizures. Anyway, how's the Keppra doing? Well, that has been really good so far, touch wood. Which literally. And so far I haven't had any seizures in about 3 weeks. They've slowly ramped that up. I'm still not on a very high dose of that, but I'm on a dose that does provide total control for a lot of people. So I'm hoping we don't have to go up anymore, because I don't want to go up anymore and then find I get side effects from that maybe. But yeah, it's going better now. But the thing, I know lots of you have epilepsy, that's so frustrating is that sense of uncertainty all the time, because it makes you lose all your confidence. You know, especially when it was warm, you know, a month or two ago, I didn't feel confident. Once a week on a Tuesday, I do my bit of community spirit work when I walk up the road to open the church up so that people can use it in the day. I'm part of a rota of people who do that. So it's good because it forces me to do 2 decent length walks in a day. So I have to go up the road to church then in the morning, which is about 70 and a bit meters maybe. And then at the end of the day, I then have to go up and, I'm sorry if there's a bit of background noise. Yes, that's a good 2 walks for me to do that. And until the epilepsy got really bad, I was confident enough to do that without anybody being there. But now I'm back to doing that because it's given me enough control that I feel safe to do it, which is a good improvement. But it is debilitating, that feeling of not knowing whether you're going to have a seizure. And when I have a seizure, it's scary for me, but it's also scary for everybody around me, particularly my children. So I do have what's called clonic-tonic seizures. So I do shake and I make funny noises and all those kind of things, I understand. And the biggest issue I've had is if I fall and hit my head, because of the blood thinners I'm on to prevent second stroke, that causes a risk. If I hit my head, it causes the risk I could have another bleed in my brain. So then it's off the hospital and I have to have another CT scan. And I dread to think how many times I've been irradiated in that machine now. I must be up to 9, 10, 11 of them since I had the stroke. So yeah, I'll probably glow green in the dark at this point. But all necessary, unfortunately. But I don't want to have any more than necessary. So yeah, it's been a bit of a ride the last 3 or 4 months. It's been particularly bad until I changed the drugs. The only upside has been on 2 of the seizures. The one I had in the town square, probably about 4 or 5 months ago on a hot day. So we know that's a trigger for me. The most handsome paramedic in all of Hertfordshire came to check me out, and my wife and all the women in the town square were very happy about that. And then in a hilarious coincidence, when I had one after mowing the lawn on a hot day at home, he then came out again to see me because I hit my head. I fell off the arbour seat and clonked my head on the footprint, which is made out of slabs. So because of that, I then had to go to, even though the seizure I'd recovered fully from, I then had to go to hospital for the CT scan again, which I hate because it takes hours just to be in A&E and it's just rubbish. So yeah, so those of you whose seizures aren't yet under control, there is light at the end of the tunnel eventually. You just have to be very, very patient. It is just a medical experiment and there's nothing you can do about it other than learn what your triggers are. So as I have, so I know it's heat, I know it's standing for long periods, I know it's when I really physically exert myself a lot. So when I'm mowing the lawn, I'm pushing the heavy mower, then that's one of the times I'm at risk. In fact, I've gone so far that now I've actually got a robot lawnmower so that I don't have to do it at the moment, which is good. But now it's getting wetter outside and the grass is too wet to mow a lot of the time. I'll be packing that away for the winter now, I think. But yeah, it's a good device, just very expensive, unfortunately. But that's what PIP's for, hey? Okay. Thank you, everybody. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. Bye now.